Hello everybody, welcome back to the next game in the series between Serral and Innovation. Played at Stay at Home Story Cup. Big up to those guys over at Stay at Home Story. And thanks for making a great tournament. Thanks for making great games. Thanks for making great content for the community. And I hope you don't mind if I go over something you've already done before, because you know there's some great games played and it's great to have the opportunity to cast it. And so big shout out to people like Rotterdam, Wardy, and the other people involved, and thanks for making such a great tournament. So we've had a fantastic series so far. We've got 3 wins for Serral and 1 for Innovation. Serral showing why he is known as the Korean Slayer, the great foreign hope, the destroyer of worlds. A lot of people would argue the best player in the world, although I would love to have that debate. Let me know in the comments who you think is the best player in the world right now, and if it's not Serral, why is it not Serral? If it is Serral, why is it not Dark, world champion? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we've seen Innovation go for a different build in one of the games. Okay, Serral has gone for the same build every game. Innovation has gone for the same build in every other game. But we did see him go for a Proxy Rex at one point. So there is some difference sometimes in games, guys, alright? It's not always the same build. Although, let's see. I suspect we're probably on for the exact same build again. So we're on Golden Wall. One of the new maps. Again, one that probably a lot of you got downvoted because it's very strange, very unusual. It seems like they're learning a lot from Brood War in many ways, but this seems very much like a Brood War map, right? In Brood War, you often have paths that are opened up by drilling minerals, or by destroying gases, or by killing Zerg eggs, like really weird stuff that opens up passages in the map. So, principally this map is a normal one where you have this kind of open space, but then there's like a second half of this map which is originally bordered, blocked off by minerals, but then you have this like second southern path. Okay. So this is probably why a lot of people downvote it, because it's just too much for the mind to handle. Alright, this is so unusual for StarCraft 2. I don't want to get my head around how to actually deal with there being sort of two different realms almost in this map, 2 different places where the game happens. And yeah, so obviously Terran can do a lot of abusive stuff where they, if you haven't mined this out, they can get some siege tanks here, they drop up here, or if you take this base, they can end up sieging back here, and then they're right on your mineral line. So there's a lot of silly things that can happen on this map. But yeah, innovation, we're seeing some innovation. There's no third base. Usually in all the other games we're seeing third base down before Hellions are made, but in this game he's going to make Hellions before third base. This is probably much more standard. This is much more likely to be what you guys are doing. This is certainly what I'm doing when I'm playing Terran. I'm getting out my Hellions, I'm getting out some yeah, and then the third base comes down. So he's getting out the Hellions just a little bit earlier. Oh baby, we got some innovation. From Serral, not Innovation. Fast lair, fast second gas, no third base to be seen. And Innovation sees that. He sees there's no third base, but you can't guarantee that Serral hasn't mined out here, and he's just got a base here, right? That's one of the peculiarities of this. Whoops, wrong button. One of the peculiarities of this map. And I've definitely played a game before where I'm like, oh well, he doesn't have a third base, I must be miles ahead. But then actually I look at the replay and he took this base and this base and this base, and so Innovation doesn't read this and go, there's no third base, alright, trickery, a lair, a roach warren, there must be something going on. He can read this and say, maybe he expanded over here. And ultimately Serral does expand, but Innovation doesn't see it. And let's see how he responds. Not going for the Tech Lab, not going for the Banshee play, but instead going for a Viking. Interesting. I wonder if Nidus plays are really common on this map, because you can easily hide an Overlord in this dead space. Yeah, I mean, where's Serral's Overlord? There it is, of course. See, he's always coming in from this like oblique angle, let's call it. He's always going around, and then yeah, coming in from behind the Terran base rather than from like the Zerg side into the Terran base, but coming from like the Terran base back towards the Zerg side. Really cool. Something I'd recommend. Whoa! Look at this. Guys, I'm copying this build straight away. We're seeing like a, excuse me for that, by the way, kind of like an old school build, right? Like a Wings of Liberty kind of build. 2 base muter. Nice. Gets the Overlord. Just value. So I guess the advantage of this is that you can really shut down this area. So yeah, what was I saying? Perhaps this is to stop Nidus worms. Maybe they're really popular on this map. But also you can just control all of this southern area by taking the Viking first. And that's going to allow you to abuse this area for drops, for Liberators, whatever. So we saw slightly faster Hellions. So that tells me that probably Innovation is going to try and do something with them. So let's see. Aha! He got the Armory. He got the Hellbats. And what has Innovation got? Serral's got Banelings, the perfect counter. Oh, Innovation! Look at the splits! Unreal splits! Amazing splits from Innovation. That's the best you could hope to achieve with that. You know, what's seemingly an impossible situation for those Hellbats. He actually managed to kill all of the army and still have 3 Hellbats left. Admittedly, he's only going to have 1 left by... No, he's going to have none left, so... Real shame. And the Liberator's in the back here, just setting up, but... You got to feel just slightly too late. Just slightly too late. Hey, he's killing muters whilst they're still hatched, you know, eggs. Pretty cool. Oh, and he doesn't see the muter. Okay. So much has happened in this game, guys. If I'm going to have to keep backtracking to try and keep up with what's happening. So yeah, we saw an old school like Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm. He went quickly to lair on 2 base. And that allowed him to get out his Spire really quickly after his 3rd base. Like, look how many drones he's got here. 4 drones, which he's literally only just transferred, but he's already got muters. But, wow! Innovation knows. Innovation knows. He must have seen the muter come out, actually. He must have... I guess he saw the early lair with that Liberator, and so perhaps he put 2 and 2 together and knows. So he's got winter mines all around his base. He's got turrets. He's got the perfect defense for this build. So Serral's going this build because of this map again. You've got this southern area, which is like actually completely blocked off the land. So the muters can move here with impunity. So he goes for a really fast muter build on this map, and I really like it. I really like it. I'm not sure if I have this map downvoted right now, but if I don't, I'm going to steal this build. I'm going to go for a little 2 base muter into 3rd base. Take me back to those Wings of Liberty days when we used to do this build, all the Zerg players. And we used to get pooned on a regular basis because, you know, Zerg was really hard to play back in the original game. But, you know, it's been really well deflected by Innovation. I'm not really sure what tipped him off. I don't know if he saw the hatching of the Mutalisk, but he's defended perfectly. Has he taken any worker losses? No. You know, this was a Mutalisk rush, and Innovation's defended against him better than he did in the previous game, where it was kind of delayed, where Serral had to delay actually building them. He didn't build them at the time that he wanted to, but they did more damage that way. So just the weird things that can happen in this game. So yeah, I mean, if I'm Serral, I'm probably disinclined to make Mutalisks when his defense is so airtight. He is still making them, and that's probably because dropships can be very abusive on this map, and you need to be able to like clear up siege tanks and stuff that are around here. So he's relying on them heavily. But will he have enough to defend? You know, he's behind in army supply right now. And Mutalisks are really not effective against a Widowmine marine-based composition. And again, some more change from Innovation. Normally we're seeing siege tanks at this point, but instead he goes straight to the Widow Mines. And I wonder if that's because of the early muters. Obviously siege tanks are lost a lot less good against Mutalisks. And Innovation shows himself here, kills a little bit of creep, says, hey, look at me, and then goes for the big long path round up to this base. And Serral feels it. Serral's like, huh, where's your army gone? Well, I really care about protecting this base, so I'll go over here, and lo and behold, here you are. And he's doing the Innovation, the Serral play, as I keep referring to, just small amounts of Banelings and Lings going in, triggering the mines, and then sends in the rest. And yeah, this push is over. Innovation cannot push without a steady supply of Widow Mines there. So I mean, this is the downside to Widow Mines. They're a one-shot kind of a thing, usually. They're going to explode, and then they're going to get exploded. Whereas a siege tank is going to be firing 2-3 volleys in a fight, so that's certainly the advantage of a siege tank. But Widow Mines also shoot up. They kill the Mutalisks. They can become invisible. They and also potentially can kill more per volley. But really not working out for innovation in this game. And if you're playing Terrans, probably a really strong feeling right now of Zerg OP. And this is why I just don't like Bio. I think I am going to talk about mech in every single game here. But this is why I don't like Bio. Banelings are so good. And Zergs are so good at making them. I just feel like, you know, you're walking into a counter. You're choosing to play a unit that is directly countered by the Baneling. So I really like to see mech. And but yeah, innovation is not going to be the kind of person to pioneer a new strategy, despite his name. So Serral, again, just always having just a small amount of units on the edge, ready to counterattack. Whenever he sees innovation in the middle of the map, immediately they push in. And, you know, that's really been the key factor in this game. Let me jump things back just a little bit. Serral found his opening. He snipes that Widow Mine. Moves in. There's no longer any Widow Mines down here. There were originally, but not anymore. And as he's distracting him up here, dives on the missile turret. No repair. Tries to repair, but just a little bit too late. And he's going to get lots of free kills. The rally should push this out eventually. Yeah. But 13 workers going down. Nothing to sneeze at. Oh, and then he sends the Banelings in as well from the top side. Oh, just brilliant plays. You know, just taking his attention. He distracts his attention over here, puts the muters in here. Once his attention's back over here, pushes back over here. You know, innovation is only human. I know sometimes he does look like he's an inhuman god with the macro of a Flash kind of level, sort of, you know, untouchable, immortal god, but he is only human, and he can only look in one place at one time. His eyes cannot split and look at both his third and his main. So, you know, just really good abuse of the attention of his opponent there by Serral. And the 2-2 is about to finish. I wonder if he'll actually wait for that before attacking. It's always an interesting, you know, point of contention in your head. You're like, I have the positioning now to attack, but if I wait 2 more seconds, I'll have the 2-2. And Serral has clearly made his choice. And, you know, this is just a bait. He's just pulling the whole army. Just push and pull all day long. That's the beauty of Mutiling Bane. You just have the ability to pull the army in one direction, attack in the other direction. Muters in one place, Banelings in another. You see, look, here we go. Muters going in here, Banelings in there. And then once this is all defended, yeah, see, look, he'll just hold this force here. Follow me, follow me, follow me, Innovation. Innovation's focused here. He's trying to defend this. He's trying to defend this. And then that's when Serral sends in this ball. Exactly when Innovation's going to try and deal with that. Innovation. Wow. So much to learn. So much to learn from the way Serral's playing here. You may be tempted to say, Zerg OP, Bailey strong. But Serral, in all of these games, has got 3 armies. He's got 1 to attack here, 1 to attack here, 1 to attack here, or, you know, to pull him over here and attack here, you know. Again, look, 1, 2, 3. 3 different locations, drawing the attention of his opponent to one place, attacking at the place where his attention's not. As soon as his attention switches, attacking again at the other location. So look, he's drawing your attention here. Attack here. Oh, I've got your attention over here now. So I start attacking over here. Innovation just can't even hold on all the fronts. Innovation getting a little bit wise. He's like, oh, you're attacking me over here, so I guess the next move is to attack me over here, right? And actually preemptively send some units over there, but at this point the damage has been done. Serral just showing an absolute masterclass. Serral showing why many people hold him to be the best player in the world, and frankly, they could be right. Just really showing how powerful Zergling Bane Muta can be. And, you know, this is the advantage of mech, right? You could have like some siege tanks, some widow mines, you could have a supply depot wall, missile turrets out, you know, so many missile turrets because you have excess minerals, siege tanks here. You can defend all of these locations without even moving. And then you just have like BCs or Banshees or Hellions to do some harass and poke, and, you know, Banshees over here, BC over here, get a Hellion drop comes in over here whilst you're just nice and defended. With the Bio, how do you defend 3 locations at once and micro all 3 locations correctly? You know, I know I keep saying it, I know I keep being proven wrong, but Yeah, it's almost a formality at this point. He's taken so much economic damage. You know, he's only just really got this base going. And yeah, innovation knows what's up. He wasn't born yesterday. And that's going to bring it to 4-1 in this best of 7, meaning it's now impossible for innovation to win the series. And Serral showing why he is an absolute bonjour, god mode Zerg. And a lot to learn from this game. Fast muta build, but also attention is a resource in this game, just as money and army size is. Attention is a resource, and Serral is abusing that beautifully. Pull him one way, attack him in the other. In all the games we've seen at least 3 attacks at once, and just godly play. I've loved casting the series, guys, and some of you may have seen it before, but I've never seen it before, so it's a great opportunity for me to watch the games whilst also having the pleasure of casting it. And I hope you enjoyed this video and this whole series, and if you did, then please like and subscribe. It really helped me out, and I'll catch you in the next game. Peace.